Hey y'all, how's it going? Breezy here with another video. This one's a little different than the normal video, gaming or motorcycle content. This one's going to be about my solar system setup, what I currently have, what it's yielding in terms of kilowatt hours, and how many watts of panels I currently have for the system. And we'll also talk about the battery bank, the voltage being used for the battery bank, my future plans for the battery bank, and we'll also expand a little bit on my future plans for the solar system setup. And we'll also have a little sneak peek of the new system that I'm building, and we'll talk about that in this video. Stick around, and I hope you enjoy. And if you do, please drop a like, subscribe, and put a comment down if you think I should do something different or anything like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the video. Okay, so jumping straight into the current setup, as you can see here in the beginning, we have the 75 watt panels, and those are from Harbor Freight in a 12 volt configuration. It comes with a controller, so you could get straight into charging batteries. And that is mostly ideal for me at the moment to charge tractor batteries if they're not charging, or maintain the batteries if we're not going to be around for a little while or not going to run the equipment. I'll just go ahead and throw the tractor battery on that 12 volt system there, 75 watts, and it'll maintain it till the time I'm ready to use it again. But moving on here to the main system, you can see that I have a 4x4 configuration here, and I'm using 2x6x10s for the mounting surface on those 100 watt panels. And those 100 watt panels are connected in series and parallel. So each one is 25 volts, and they're connected to make a 100 volt string. I have two strings of 100 volts, so that's producing 800 overall. But see, that was a temporary structure, and now we're going to move on to the more permanent structure, where we're going to be producing supposedly around anywhere from 18 to 20 kilowatts a day, assuming we have these panels connected at the appropriate angle to achieve maximum efficiency. Now, these panels are 455 watts, the ones you're seeing right now, and they're at 50 volts. So essentially, one of these big panels is 4 of the 100 watt panels I currently have. So that's a huge difference. And I got 10 of these 455 watts, which will have me just under 5 kilowatt hours. But with that old system I have, I'll be just over 5 kilowatt hours. I'll be at like 5.3, I believe, somewhere in that vicinity. But yeah, these panels are going to be huge in terms of self-reliance and being able to be 100% off-grid. But now moving on to the more technical side of things, let's discuss a little bit about how all this stuff is connected and what's going on. So the whole system is coming in through the breaker box. I have it connected to 6 110 amp hour batteries, I believe, connected in series and then parallel to reach that 24 volt system, which is what we're currently running. We started off with 12 volts, but the load that we've been putting on these batteries, we just needed to up the voltage to get a little bit more efficiency out of them. But these aren't any special kind of battery or anything like that. These are the Walmart batteries, which some people say is not good for solar, but thus far I haven't had any issues with this bank, and we're just at about 150 usable amp hours in 24 volts. So this system is connected to a 40 amp MPPT charge controller specifically. I've heard those are way more efficient than the other models that are out there. And let's go into the numbers. Let's see what we're producing with this system. This system is currently at around 1255 watts coming from panels. So let's go ahead and see what a day under load looks like, and we'll go into what the load actually was. So as we can see here on the app of the charge controller, our daily cumulative was about 4175, which isn't terrible, but it's not quite the level I was expecting. Now, that is probably because that 455 watt hour panel is just placed on the ground and not at even close to the optimal angle to receive max sunlight potential. Also, it's in a shaded area on the evening, so I really do believe that we could reach that optimum 4,700 watt hours per day with this 1200 watt system. Now, that being said, our max charge power was about 730 737 watts, which it was a little bit of a cloudy day, slightly overcast, but not terrible of a day. So I think that 737 isn't too bad, all things considered. Now, our lowest voltage was 23.4, and that was overnight use, and we really put a beating on these Walmart batteries, and I definitely need to upgrade that bank eventually just to be able to withstand the overnight use. So I'd say that's the smallest link on our system is those batteries. We need probably 6 more just to give us another 150 usable amp hours for the overnight usage. But all things said, I'm really pleased with this system, and I really think that there is a high potential to be 100% off-grid, and there is absolutely no need to have an electric bill coming in every month. We actually do run air conditioning off this system. That's strictly for day use only. Overnight, we have about 3 ceiling fans running and a ground fan, and that is a high-powered ground fan. We also run television, surround sound, lights, outdoor string lights, pretty much anything a normal shed would be using. Electrical tools. You could even do a little bit of welding, but very little amount of welding can be done on this system with this bank. We could also use a microwave, a cooking top. Yeah, this system is just very good for a small cabin or small shed, but we're looking for something a little more efficient that produces a lot more power. So that 5 kilowatt system is going to be awesome for us, and we're going to have plenty of power to not have to sit there and look at the voltage all the time to make sure you're not going too low or that you're over discharging the batteries. So it just puts a little ease of mind having that system set up. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the steps I'm taking to actually get that foundation set up to install the new panels, that framework. And it's very early on right now. We're still digging the holes, as you can see here in the video, but the end goal is to have a ground mounted rack to have those panels at the optimal, like 35-degree angle pointed directly south, maybe a little due east, just to get that evening solar potential as well. Overall, I'm really pleased with the system, and you'll see here I do have a backup system, which is this Harbor Freight generator, and I haven't had to use it yet. It's there just in case, you know, there's a really cloudy day or we over discharge overnight or anything like that. But here's also another shot of the air conditioner we're using. It's actually a window unit. I believe it's 8,000 BTUs, and it draws about 850 watts per hour, and you could do the conversion there to see what the amperage draw is, but it's really not that much, all things considered, and we could run it for about 8.5 hours a day on a good day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. And if you really do enjoy it, please drop a like and subscribe. It takes a long time to do all the editing that goes into these videos. If you guys want to know a little bit more detail, go ahead and let me know in the comments section. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, this is an ongoing project, so I'll catch you guys on the next video with the future updates.